everybody, this is Keith here of Euphoria Pictures. Welcome back to my channel. Right, so for this video I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing the 4K picture for The Running Man. Now, I was asked by so many people out there, was I going to pick up this release? And I actually told them no, for one reason and one reason only. I actually had this version of it. It's a German 4K Mediabook edition that came out around a year before the Paramount release. And I was very happy with the restoration that they actually done on this. And I felt it wasn't necessary to pick up this edition of it. But in the end, curiosity got the better of me and I needed to see what this restoration was going to look like from Paramount. And that's exactly what I'm going to do in this video. I am going to show you picture comparisons and show you the differences between both of these releases, if there is any at all. I will be taking you around both of these releases as well, giving you a good close look at them. And not only that, but I'm also going to show off this release of it. It's a Bluray Steelbook edition of it. It's a German release. And I felt it was only right to throw this one in and just share my thoughts on all three of these and what is my favourite edition of the three of them. So yes, I'm going to be taking you around them quite soon. As for the movie itself, you know, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger's follow-up to Predator. It was based on a novel by Richard Bachman. In case you are wondering who Richard Bachman is, and I'm sure you already know out there, it is actually Stephen King. And I really need to get around to reading that novel, because every time I watch The Running Man, I just cannot envision Stephen King writing this novel. And I'm kind of curious just to see what the novel is like compared to the movie. Very, very curious, and I'm hoping someday I will get around to reading that novel. It wasn't quite as financially successful as Predator. It grossed just shy of 40 million with a 27 million budget. But it has gathered a kind of a massive cult following, and rightfully so, because it's one of them movies, you know, it's one of those cheesy one-liner, you know, big balls, grow hair on your ass, over the top action movies, and I love every second of it. And it was great to actually finally get a 4K release of it. Right, so I'm going to take us around all three of these releases, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to talk about the 4K picture. So let's get on to it. Right, so here we go. This is the three editions that I'm going to be showing, and three very different releases, especially when you kind of consider the artwork. So on the right here is the Blu-ray edition, and you get a clear slip with that as well, which I do love. This is a German release. I think you can get an English version as well. I don't know if it's still available, but I think the German one is still available. Right here in the middle, of course, you got the German 4K Mediabook, and of course on the left you have the Paramount release on 4K, and it comes with a beautiful looking slipcover as well. So what I will do is I'm going to start with the Blu-ray first, and then we'll work our way onto the 4K releases. So here we go. Now, if I'm completely honest, out of the three of them, I think this is my favourite artwork. There is a lot going on. I do love my clear slipcovers. I'm always saying it in my video. But as you can see there, you've got Schwarzenegger on the cover. You got a lot of the heavy hitters there in the middle as well. Just a lot going on with the artwork, and I really do love it. So I will take this clear slipcase off very soon, and I'll give you a proper look at the Steelbook. So that is the spine of it there, and then take us around to the back, and just a close look at some of the credits that you get on this, and some of the special features that you get with this edition as well. So that is the clear slip. So let me just remove this off and get a proper look at the Steelbook. So check this out. So I am a big fan of this kind of like framed look on Steelbooks. You don't see it too often, but when you do get it, I think it's quite brilliant. This has a complete high gloss finish to it as well. There is embossing going on with Schwarzenegger as well. So it's a beautiful Steelbook. It really, really is. I have no complaints with it. So I'll take us around to the back of it then. The back is a little bit of a letdown. I'm always saying that I'm not a big fan of credits being put on to the back of Steelbooks. It's a shame they've done it, and they're quite big as well, it has to be said. So I will open the Steelbook in full so you can get a good look at the whole thing. So there you have it. Yes, it's a beautiful Steelbook. So let me just remove this little booklet out. I'm not going to spend any time with that. So there we go, that is your two discs. So that is your Blu-ray disc that you get, and that is your bonus disc, I presume. I hope I'm right in saying that. And that is the inside artwork. So you got a bit of a synopsis on the movie there. And of course you got Buzzsaw on the left hand side. So that is the Blu-ray edition. So I'm going to just put this away, and then we will go on to the Mediabook. And yeah, I'm a big fan of Mediabooks. I don't buy them near as much as I should, and hopefully in the new year I'll start picking up a few more Mediabooks because I am a fan of this format. And I would love to have more of them in my collection. But as you can see, a lot going on in this artwork as well. I love it. It does give me this kind of retro 80s vibe off it, which I think is quite brilliant. Yeah, the writing, the Schwarzenegger and the Running Man, that kind of red writing looks amazing. It really does. So yeah, it's a very nice looking Mediabook. So I'll take us onto the spine of it there, and it's quite a meaty size Mediabook as well. And then right around to the back of it, and again, just like the last Steelbook, big credits. Maybe it's a German thing, I honestly don't know, but yeah, it's a bit of a shame that kind of spoils the back of the Mediabook. And of course you got a bit of a write-up there, but it's all in German. So yeah, that is the Mediabook itself. I think that is the J card that you do get on it. And I'll bring it in close so you can have a look at some of the special features that you do get on this. So as you can see, all the bonus features are on the Blu-ray disc. I don't think there's anything on the actual 4K disc. So yeah, that is the Mediabook. Oh, sorry, the J card. And here we go, this is the discs. So you got your 4K disc here. You got your Blu-ray disc in the back. And then you got your Running Man there. And you got a couple of pages. Oh, wait, there's something in the back as well. That is a Blu-ray bonus disc, I think it is, which is very nice. And then you just got a couple of pages, a couple of storyboards and all that kind of stuff. Oh wow, there's actually quite a lot of storyboards in this. I didn't actually realise that. But unfortunately, the write-up is all in German, so yeah, I can't read it, unfortunately. So that is, yeah, just a close look at the Mediabook. And that lastly brings us on to the Paramount release. Now, I think, if I'm completely honest, this might be my least favourite out of the 3 editions. Not taking anything away from it, it's a beautiful looking Steelbook, but it just doesn't quite have the artwork that the other 2 do have. So there you go, that is the slipcover I'm going to show quickly first for you, and then I'll go on to the actual Steelbook. So right, take us around to the spine of it, and of course you got the Running Man there again. And yeah, unfortunately the ratings are not stickers, they're part of the slipcover. And again, I'm always saying that, I know that annoys people, but yeah, it doesn't really bother me. And yeah, I don't see any sign of any special features. Now, that is going to be a big letdown on this release compared to the other 2, because they're actually loaded with features. But I don't see any sign of features on this one. I need to look into that a bit more. So that is the slipcase, so let me remove it. And here we go, this is the Steelbook itself. And yeah, it's definitely the most colourful looking Steelbook, but yeah, just the artwork is a bit more simplistic compared to the other 2 releases, but I'm still a fan of it. You have a high gloss finish there. Of course, you got Schwarzenegger running in the middle there, and it's all the kind of gladiators that's chasing them all during this movie in the background. So yeah, the concept is quite nice, I like it. But yeah, I just found the other Steelbook to be better. So right, onto the spine of it we go. And then right around to the back. Now, the one thing this Steelbook has going over the other 2 releases is the back artwork. As you can see, there is no credits, which is always great. They're on the actual slipcase. And yeah, love the back artwork on this Steelbook. And I'm going to quickly open it up in full so I can show the whole lot for you. But there you go. It's a beautiful looking Steelbook. It really is. It's just, I'm such a fan of the Blu-ray Steelbook of it. But I think it's a win-win in the end. They're all beautiful looking releases. So that is the the 4K disc that you get with it. Very boring. And then there you go. That is the artwork inside. So there you have it, folks. That is the 3 releases that I wanted to quickly show. So you have your let me just put them in front of the camera here again for you. So that is the Paramount 4K release. You got the German Mediabook, and then of course you have the German Blu-ray Steelbook. 3 great releases, and I recommend all three of them. They're fantastic. Right folks, so there you have it. That is the three versions that I have of The Running Man. Right, so on to the 4K transfer we go. So I knocked on around a half an hour of each version just to get a good sense, just remind myself of the picture quality. And I'm going to just say from the start here that both versions of this movie look amazing on 4K. And I'm going to instantly rule out the Blu-ray now because it simply does not stack up against either of these releases. So yes, I have knocked on a half an hour of each version, sorry. And yeah, it's interesting. It is kind of interesting. For the most part, it's not. They're almost identical, but there is differences. Now, if you're aware of The Running Man, you know, when they actually go into The Running Man, the actual show itself, there's quadrants that they go into, and each quadrant has a different color scheme where one quadrant can look red, another one can look blue. And when you do start stacking the 4K editions up against each other, you will notice that the German version, the Dolby Vision colors, just look a bit more bolder, a bit more deeper compared to the Paramount release. And I have to admit, I actually preferred it. I really did prefer the Dolby Vision color on the German release over the Paramount release. Having said that, the Paramount release actually has better fine detail. I don't know what it is, sometimes it's hard to see, but you can see there's certain scenes where the fine detail is a lot more evident on the Paramount release compared to the German release. I also felt that the German release had a warmer palette as well. When you actually look at some of the skin tones, they do look a bit warmer compared to the Paramount release. But other than that, folks, I can't really see a whole lot of difference between the two versions. There is differences there. They're not drastic. They're really not drastic. And I think it's a win-win when it comes to picture quality, no matter which version you go for. I think you're going to be very happy with what you see. Now, the audio is slightly different as well, because the Paramount release comes with a 5.1 DTS audio, where the German release comes with a 7.1 audio. And I did find on the German release that the 7.1 just had a bit more atmosphere to it. Just sounded a bit more active, not taking anything away from the Paramount release of it, because the 5.1 in that does sound quite amazing. And you do get a nice sense of atmosphere with that one as well. The dialogue is very clean, incredibly centered as well, and it never gets drowned out even by the heaviest of action sequences. So, you know, I still think that the audio on the German release, the 7.1, just has a little bit more to it. But like I said, the 5.1 on the Paramount is quite amazing as well, so yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Now, the one huge thing that really did bother me with the Paramount release of it, and it's why I'm going to have to recommend you pick up the German release of it, there is not one single bonus feature on the Paramount release, where the German release actually has a dedicated bonus disc, and it's just chock-a-block with special features. So in the end, folks, if you are interested in picking up The Running Man on 4K, I have to recommend picking up this version of it. The picture quality looks amazing, the sound is fantastic, and there's so many supplements in it as well. So I do recommend picking up the German release. But if you are not interested in special features, and you know, and you're big into your steelbooks, then by all means check out Paramount's release. It's a beautiful looking steelbook. The picture quality is quite amazing as well. So there you go, folks. There you have it. That is my quick review on The Running Man. And yeah, I just wanted to share my thoughts on the actual 4K picture of both of them releases. So there you have it, folks. There you have it. So as per usual, if you did like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you could do, leave a comment down below. And please do share your thoughts on the 4K picture on both of these releases if you have seen them. And yeah, I hope to see you all again real soon with my next video. Until then, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.